The Sudanese civil war is a humanitarian disaster, but it's often portrayed as a simple power struggle between two different sections of the military, the Sudanese armed forces versus the rapid support forces. But there's actually dozens of countries that are intervening in this conflict. I want to talk about them and why they're supporting the different sides. Let's first look at who's backing the rapid support forces. This is a section of the Sudanese military that's actually been engaged in a genocide in Darfur. And one of the top backers is the United Arab Emirates. According to one article, the United Arab Emirates has actually sent 86 plane loads of weapons to the rapid support forces, and that's just at one military base. And in return, what it receives is $16 billion in gold every year. This is gold that's like smuggled and illegally taken. It receives $16 billion of gold each year because of its support for this genocidal army. Other countries that also support the rapid support forces include the Libyan National Army, which controls the eastern part of Libya. Also supporting it is, for instance, Kenya, which has actually hosted the rapid support forces to form a parallel government in their country, and providing, arms and ammunition include South Sudan, Uganda. There's some theories also that the Central African Republic and Ethiopia have been doing the same as well. And one thing that's also missing, though, in a lot of these discussions is the United States, because the United States claims to be neutral, but when you see so many American allies in Africa, like Kenya, Uganda, and South Sudan, supporting the rapid support forces, one has to wonder why it's not acting and stopping this, for instance. So if anything, at the very least, it's a form of tacit support for the rapid support forces. Next up, let's consider the Sudanese armed forces. This is the internationally recognized government. I don't want to whitewash what they've done. They've also committed war crimes, but they have not engaged in the crime of genocide like the RSF has. So who's supporting them? Well, one of the big ones is Egypt. Egypt believes that if the SAF, the Sudanese armed forces, are able to take control of the country, that'll stabilize things and lead to less refugees crossing the border. Russia actually initially supported the rapid support forces, but then switched sides and now supports the SAF. It does so, and in return, it's actually been able to create a naval base along the Red Sea in Port Said. Other countries also supporting the Sudanese armed forces is Iran. Iran provide drones that have been very critical on the battlefield, including taking over the capital. And Eritrea has also actually provided support. That's because Eritrea doesn't like Ethiopia. It's believed that Ethiopia is supporting the rapid support forces, and the enemy of your enemy is your friend. And so those are the main sides supporting each side, and this is exacerbating the conflict, of course. We often look at Africa as a localized environment where pretty much it's just local sides fighting each other, but there's also always this international involvement, and I do hope, of course, that this war comes to an end very soon. Thank you. Please like and share.